It was all right.
You sure you're not just saying that?
Ah, darling, what else can I say?
Well, you could say you liked it.
I liked it. The finest fried egg I've ever had, that. My compliments to the hen.
Oh, you're only saying that, I can tell. What about you, Ray? Bacon and egg?
Oh, no thank you, darling. Look, now, don't get me wrong. I reckon your bacon and eggs will win a Nobel Peace Prize. It's just that well, that's us, him and me and him together side by side. We've got to go through that door and do a day's work, and we're late.
He's right.
Oh, and by the way, who's been sleeping in my bed, said the little baby bear?
Meaning?
Me bed, it's stinking of sump oil or something. Why can't you take your boots off like I do?
I've got a bunk of my own, mate.
Well, use it, mate.
Oh. I was wondering if you'd mind having your dinners out. Today, like, just for today.
Well, we don't mind, love, but we would...
Well, you see, it's my birthday.
Oh, well, what do you
Many
know
happy
about
returns.
that?
See, it's my birthday and I'm meeting my mum and we're having something in the Chinese. Oh, I'll answer it. Hello? Hello, Arthur. Yes, Arthur. Oh, thank you, Arthur. It's me brother.
Yes, Arthur.
See you later, then, eh?
Yeah. Hello, Charlie, love. Oh, don't be daft. I don't know an Arthur. They were still here. They were late. I had to say you were somebody, so I said you was me brother. Course I do. Yeah, I fixed it. See about 10 then. Course I do. You shouldn't ask.
You've no need to ask, Minnie. It's as plain as a pikestaff.
You mean as the nose on your face?
If you like, yes. She'll come gunning.
Oh, you mustn't say words like that, not in this house.
Well, I'm sorry, but you know what I mean. Ina Sharples thinks that we're a tatlocks. She'll have pups when she finds out we're rehabilitating in your domain, so to speak.
Oh, well, I'm sure Ina will speak.
Well, let her speak. You know, love, I've been through the Old Testament a score of times. There's a book of Ruth and a book of Esther, but there's no book of Ina. She speaks for herself.
We'll be like those two people running over that bridge, and that'll be Ina chasing us.
And you know what happened to them, don't you? They were changed into doves and flew away.
Oh, I don't like flying. I don't believe in it.
No, exactly. Now, look, Ina Sharples believes that she can boss you, and because she believes she can, she does. Now, you believe she can, and so you let her. Now, if we were to fly away like those two doves, she wouldn't be able to find us to bully, and she'd lose her confidence.
Oh, I don't think she'd like that.
Well, she wouldn't, but she'd begin to think you're an independent woman and stop bullying you.
Yes, I suppose she does bully me.
She does indeed. Well, now, what do you say? Shall we lead her a bit of a dance?
Well, it would be just in fun, really, wouldn't it?
I think
Well, if you say so.
I think we'll make a couple of lovely doves.
I don't know why you don't go and live in a flaming bathroom.
Oh, don't talk wet.
Wet? Me? Talk wet? Wet's the last thing I can talk. I can't get near enough to water once you get that bathroom lock on.
Oh, you're dead funny, you, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm dead dirty and all.
I don't know why you bother to wash any roll. You just go straight to work and rub your face in axle grease.
Well, at least I do wash. Not just a dab with a wet forefinger on each cheek. And then 2 hours making up. Do you know it takes her longer to get that face on than it did for Rembrandt or whatever it was to paint a Mona Lisa?
Now, why don't you get up earlier?
Now,
Don't you mean, why do I bother going to bed?
Stop. Both of you. My head is spinning. This is no way for people to behave to each other first thing in the morning.
Now, don't interfere, Auntie Annie.
Yeah, she's right, Mum. Don't interfere. Ta-da. Come on, kid. I'll walk down with you. Come on, we haven't got all day.
Oh, that shaky pair of monkeys. I don't recollect having asked for your opinion on any subject, Hilda.
You didn't, Mrs. Walker. I volunteered.
Oh, yes, you're doing quite a lot of volunteering at present, aren't you? Now, I don't mind you trying for the OBE, the CBE, or whatever, but not in working hours.
I'll do.
Hello, Jack.
By all means, run errands for Mr. Tatlock. I'm sure he's a very worthy cause. After you have completed your day's duties in the Rover's Return, and the same goes for husbands, relatives, and friends who think they have the right to call in at any moment. Working to rule cuts both ways, Hilda.
What's up with her?
Oh, got out of bed the wrong side, Chuck. Mind you, she's right, you know, about Albert Tatlock. I'm going to tell him. I shall say Mrs. Walker objects.
Now, look, hold on a minute.
Hold on, what for? Lem Fairclough as good as said he hadn't got two halfpennies to rub together.
Never mind what he said. Look at it logically. I've been doing it all night. First of all, what's his sup? Mild or bitter like any other fella? No. Rum. And why did Alice Pickens want to wed him?
Hey, she did, didn't she?
And why did his daughter Beatty put a spoke in it?
And he's only ever had one new cap in 20 years.
Arrest me case.
I don't know, though, Chuck. Len, we're very certain. Still, never mind. Won't cost us anything to find out, will it?
No, but do you?
Charlie, I keep saying.
Honest.
Charlie Braddock, I love you. There, are you satisfied?
I don't deserve it.
Course you do. It's me what don't deserve.
No, it's me what don't deserve. Forgetting your birthday and all.
Oh, don't get upset. There'll be other birthdays.
I'll make it up to you. Not too much pickle. Only tipping's not been too good just lately. I took a man to the airport last night, got him there just in time to catch his plane because I knew the shortcuts. Tanner tip. It's all right for me dad going on about the good old days. Toffs don't ride around in taxis anymore.
Oh, never mind. We'll be toffs come dinner time.
You what?
We're having a meal out. Anything you want on me, in town. At a posh restaurant. Well, not too posh.
Oh, you shouldn't.
Course I should. I want to.
What about Laurel and Hardy?
Oh, I told him my man was treating me and like would they eat out.
You're too good to me, chicken. Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll bring a cab round and drive you down in style. How's that, eh?
Oh, what would I do without you?
Now, that is what I call a butty. I'll just nip upstairs and get some shut-eye before we go.
Oh,
Out wrong?
well, no. Only make sure there's no oil on your clothes. And I should use Mr. Fairclough's bed. I don't think his sense of smell's as strong as Mr. Langton's.
Well, do you think they'll do?
Oh, yes, they'll do.
Shall I eat them now, or are they for somebody else?
Like who?
Enid Sharples,
I doubt that.
Minnie Caldwell.
I doubt that, too.
No names,
No
no
pact drill,
exactly.
Well, you can't blame a girl for asking.
Wrap it up.
Hello, mate. You sloped off, didn't you?
No, I did not slope, I slanted. And then I came in here for a box of matches, and now I'm just popping back home, you see, because I've left my pencil in the other jacket.
I've got pencils.
HB?
HB, MD and HB, any B pencil you like. There you are, mate.
Thanks, mate.
You're welcome, mate. Hey, job.
Oh, yes, the job. Coming?
No, I've got to buy a few essentials first.
You won't be calling home first.
I won't be calling home.
5 minutes?
5 minutes.
All right. I'll pick them things up later on.
Suit yourself. Hello. Well, shall we start with a prayer or a couple of hymns?
No, no, serve them, love, I'll wait.
I'm going out, Glenn.
We don't really want to buy anything.
Oh, it must be a couple of hymns then. Who's starting? Any requests?
Well, Ina Sharples is coming home, and she's going to be a bit narked when she finds I've moved in with Mrs. Caldwell.
Oh, nothing improper, of course.
No, but we just want to keep her away until she gets used to the idea.
Like them doves.
Doves?
Aye. So we wondered if you could, keep your fires banked up.
Or watch your play school on your telly.
Actually, my telly's on the blink.
Oh.
Go on, you can brew up for me if you like, and for yourselves as well.
Well, no, that's very accommodating of you. Thanks.
No worries.
Yeah, thank you, love.
Thank you very much, love. Thank you.
You know, I'll probably get 6 months for aiding and abetting. You don't want aiding as well, do you, Len?
No, love, I want a birthday present for a very dear friend of mine.
Female?
Of course.
Young and attractive?
Of course.
Right, well, how about something like this?
Gather ye rosebuds while ye may, old time is still a-flying. The same flower...
Oh, no, you don't, Kenneth Barlow.
Oh, yes, I do, Varibella. That is a book.
Yes, and the teapot that my mother gave us was a teapot. But you know, you said, we're not taking a boatload of junk with us, you said.
Can't compare a book to a teapot.
Oh, yes, I can. There's far more sentiment attached to that teapot than any of that rubbish.
Rubbish?
That's what I said.
That rubbish, as you call it, pays for the rent. It also buys the tea that goes in the pot.
All right, well, the next time you ask for a cup of tea, you can have the complete works of William Shakespeare.
Women's logic. Well, Uncle Albert, looks like you'd be able to earn yourself a couple of quid flogging this at the second-hand bookshop.
Oh, well, no doubt it's so.
Uncle Albert?
Well, I mean, the road you two are going on about these things, you don't want to part with them and you can't take them with you. I reckon best thing I can do is look after them for you. My house.
Hey, I'm sorry. I just popped in to see if there was aught I could do for Mr. Tatlock.
Yes, there are one or two things, look.
Oh, something I wish you could do for me, Hilda. I have my smallpox vaccination. Oh, look at the time, Ken. We've got to be at the docks in half an hour and pick the kids up before.
I guess who's laughing? I had mine done before we went to the station, you know. But never mind, love. I'll come along and hold your hand and watch you wince. Well, it's very good of you, Uncle Albert, but you sure you don't want to flog them?
No, money and everything.
Oh, come on, Ken, we're going to date.
Yeah, well, I suppose you can say that when you've got a bob or two.
A bob or two? Me?
Yeah, you.
Hey, have you ever heard that saying, when the soles of your shoes have worn through, you're back on your feet again?
No.
Ah, well, you've heard it now, and it refers to me.
Do you mean you've got out?
Well, I've got my health.
Oh, I see. Well, in future you can do your own running about and get a bit healthier. You should be had up, you should, for fraudulent conversion.
Oh, and what have I converted?
Me into a flipping charity worker on the promise of getting me reward.
Yeah, well, you will get your reward.
I will.
Yeah, in heaven.
Fat lot of use that'll be. If you've got no money down here, you're not likely to have any up there. And any road, even if they give back pay, I don't suppose they'd be selling the sort of things I want to buy.
And you wouldn't like to buy me a box of chocolates, would you?
What for?
Oh, you're dead gallant, you, aren't you? Because you like me.
Do I?
It's better than any girl you've ever met.
All right, next Christmas.
Oh, what a pity they won't keep her. Just had 3 boxes, you see. So 1 to Len and 1 to Ray. For a very dear friend, they said. Dear? If you ask me, costly.
Mice?
No, it's a fella I keep in the back for when it gets a bit quiet, you know.
Oh, yeah, we'll get him to buy you chocolates then. What were you saying about Len and Ray?
I said that girl that's living with them, you know, well, she's very, very costly. You'd think she was keeping 4 instead of 2. Oh, hello, Mrs. Sharples.
I'm looking for Minnie Colwell.
Are you?
She's not at Tatlock's.
Ain't she?
Oh, she won't be, will she? They've gone round to Minnie's.
They've?
Yeah, Minnie and Handel Gartside.
I think you're wrong there, Billy.
Oh, when my back's turned, that's what she does, is it? Minnie Colwell, the Scarlet Woman, living in sin. Right, we'll just have to find her, won't we?
Oh, you know what you want, don't you?
I only told the truth.
And so you should, Billy, always. Do you think we could stop a bit longer, Irma?
I think you'd better.
Hey, they're here. We've had it.
Oh, should we just drive on?
No, hang on. Keep cool. Nice day.
Not bad.
Hey, we've seen you before in the pub. Oh, I live quite close by.
Oh, aye. Cinderella, eh?
You don't mind? Me man phoning and me going out.
Have a good time, love.
We see you tonight, kid.
Just a minute. Just take that young lady wherever she wants to go.
Oh, charming. Have a little help, eh?
Charity begins at home.
And ends there, according to you.
And why not? Why flipping not? What's charity done for me and my good lady, yeah?
Good lady. He's right, you know.
About you being a good lady.
About charity. Now, where does my stand's income tax go, for instance? I'm buying battleships off rich people what sells battleships. Not on flipping charity.
The thoughts of Mao Zedong, Elizabeth.
Oh.
You know what to talk about, Turbin, have you?
I'm not at anything.
Your husband's got a good job, hasn't he? Are you at home looking after him, are you, Eckers, like? You're here night after make an extra lolly.
Yeah. And you don't give free beer to a poor fellow outside up, do you, Mrs. Walker? And it was you what wouldn't let me help poor old Mr. Tatlock in your business hours, wasn't it?
Listen, you are splitting hairs. I do my share of good works. I agree with St. Paul. Faith, hope, charity. These 3. And the greatest of these is charity.
And I bet he made a bomb out of his memoirs, didn't he?
He was put to death.
Writing about charity, probably.
You know, I don't know which is worse, having the injection yourself or watching your wife have it.
I know. You work and I'll sweat.
Yeah, something like that. You know, I watched the needle going in and the doctor looked up and said, "Are you all right, Mr. Barlow?" I'm not kidding, I nearly fainted.
What were you like when the twins were born?
Oh, we had a rough time.
Where are they? Pardon, Mrs. Sharples. I said, where are they? Where are whom?
Romeo and Juliet.
Ooh. Is it still sore? The kids aren't too good either. They're having to lie down. Ooh, is it worth it? Well, is it, Val? Is it worth it? Leaving round here? I don't know. I've been that busy I haven't had time to think. Oh, he wasn't very gentle.
I wish I was off for sun-drenched beaches and palm trees.
You'd have to have vaccinations.
I don't think that'd bother me. Hey, do you know what I do sometimes? I lie in bed before it's time to get up, and I pretend I'm in this posh European hotel, and I've got to get the Orient Express, because there's this fella waiting in Istanbul wearing a white carnation. Then I have to fight Billy Walker for the bathroom.
Oh, and you missed the train.
Every flaming morning. So if you see a fella in Jamaica wearing a white carnation who's got fed up of waiting in Istanbul, you will tell him what's out, won't you?
Is it a shop?
Oh, it looks like it, doesn't it?
Mrs. Caldwell and I were wondering if we could do some babysitting for you.
But we thought you might have a lot to do with going to foreign parts.
Oh, would you? Please.
said,
Because I've got to go to the shops, and the kids aren't feeling too well. I've got to get some toothpaste and handkerchief. Oh, thanks, love. And a thermos flask.
I'll come with you and I'll carry. You know,
right.
you're on.
I've got to get some money off Ken first, because he always hangs on.
Well, don't worry. If the currency's coconuts where you're going, maybe you'll be more generous.
They're just feeling a bit feverish after their injections, that's all.
We won't be long.
All right,
Aye,
love.
aye.
Oh, I'm feeling a bit worried myself.
You know what that's because.
I know what it's because. It's because of Ina, and I think we should surrender.
What do you mean, go out waving a white flag? We've nothing to surrender for. We've done nothing wrong.
Well, we've avoided her.
Well, avoiding Ena's not a sin. Well, you heard what she said about us in the corner shop. No, Minnie, we'll leave her alone.
Well, I still think that we should give ourselves up.
Whenever I move out, the devil moves in.
But I haven't noticed him drinking in here, not unless Mrs. Walker served him.
You know what I mean. Minnie Colwell and Handel Garside hiding behind trees like Adam and Eve, and that girl moving out of Fairclough's like Salome.
Oh, never mind, love. You're back now, so the devil can take the next bus home.
Not as far as that pair are concerned, he can, when I find them.
Don't worry, I'll come round from time to time.
Now, look, I don't want any of that Salvation Army treatment.
I'll come as a neighbour.
Well, I know that you're not after the money that I haven't got.
Because you've just told me you haven't got.
No, I want more of that, love. I want the companionship of somebody nearer my own age, now that Valerie and Ken are going.
Hey, why don't you take potluck? You know, advertise in the corner shop, like Lennon Ray did. You know, say that you'll give living accommodation for light housework. They'll become swarming. Look, I'll even write the advert for you.
Yeah, listen, I'm not made of money, love.
Oh, yes, you are. Come on, £2. Are you this mean with Elsie?
Oh, much meaner. I knock her down if she mentions money.
Look, I've had all those bills to settle out.
Excuse me, Val, have you seen Minnie Caldwell?
Yes, I've just left them in the flat.
Can I use your telephone, love?
Yeah, help yourself.
Oh, come on, Ken. I want £2 for essentials.
Go on, give it to her.
Don't go. All right, come on, I'll tell you what. I'll give you 3 then.
You've got to stop buying these large brandies.
Yeah.
Have you been buying large brandies?
Not many. Not many.
You liar!
Hello, if you've been buying drink, you can give me some money. Are you coming?
Well, you rotten devil.
Come on, the ladies always win in the end, you know that.
Is that hot lips?
What do you mean, hot lips? You know very well who I am, and I know very well who you are. It's like nothing of the sort. You've got hold of the wrong end of the stick. No, Minnie's not here. Well, she doesn't want to make a statement at the moment. She insists on speaking to you.
Hello, Ina. Did you have a good time?
No, and you won't have a good time when I see you. I'm tired now and I'm going home, but I'll be round at your house first thing tomorrow morning for a full explanation.
Trouble, Mrs. Sharples?
No, that can't be cured, Annie Walker. Let's say the day of judgment is nigh.
She's just turning the corner. Oh, dear. She looked up and she looked very angry.
Well, as Fred Astaire said, there may be trouble ahead, but let's face the music and dance.
Oh, no, I don't feel like dancing.
Oh, don't let me stop you. You go ahead, and there's plenty of room.
We've been winding the twins for Val, but I think we'd better go now.
Oh, don't you want to dance then?
No, thank you. I don't think Handel does either.
Ah.
No, it's all right.
Right,
Thanks very much.
Okay,
Yes,
bye-bye.
goodbye.
Bye-bye, cheerio.
Bye-bye.
I've just popped round to the logbook for that
Oh,
car.
yeah, wait a minute. Here it is somewhere. And the MOT's inside.
Oh, good. Should get a good price for it. Works like a dream when you say the owner's going abroad.
Well, I hope so. I need all the money I can get to hire another ship to carry all this junk of Val. Just look at it. Just look at all that rubbish.
Could be worse. She could have packed the kitchen sink.
Yeah, and you know what? She tried to tell me I couldn't take these books with me, so Anyway, she's in for a big surprise. These books are crossing the briny with me. I don't agree with Alan. Women don't always win.
See, free living accommodation for a clean, respectable lady in exchange for light household duties for a respectable elderly military gentleman.
Well, he tried to be respectable, I'll give him that.
He'll kill him that, you know. Women will leave their husbands, leave their homes. He's got this idea from yours.
Ours did say young, attractive,
Not respectable.
not respectable.
Is she a bit,
Well, I wouldn't know.
Is that why you're buying the chocolates to find out?
I must admit I'm testing her.
Oh, I see. And if she isn't that, we'll have to get rid of her.
Well, for Ray's sake, I mean, he is a bit young, isn't he? On the other hand, I might have to get rid of Ray.
Why don't you see what his views are?
No.
I know what you want.
So do I, darling. And I'll pick up that box I bought and all.
You know, I think he's got the same views as you.
Ah. Funny thing, you know, I was just sawing through a plank on some trestles down at the yard and it suddenly started going up and down like a seesaw. Very strange that, I thought, because my good friend and trusted partner should be kneeling on this plank to keep it firm.
I knew you'd be following, that's why I didn't bother telling you.
6 o'clock finish, he said, not 4.
All's fair.
Oh, well, I suppose it'll be a nice surprise for her when we both turn up.
Come on. Did you enjoy yourself?
Yeah, how could I help it with you?
Honest?
Yeah, it was smashing. I like them prawns, too.
I always like prawns.
Oh, well, I'll get you some and do 'em for you tomorrow.
Do they like prawns?
Oh, I don't know. The best way is just to give 'em to 'em and find out. As long as you like prawns.
Hey, look at the time. I better go upstairs and have a shave before we go off.
Oh, you're all right. They don't finish while 6. Then they usually call in at the Rovers for a bit.
Still, though.
Behind it, though,
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, darling.
May happiness come your way on this your birthday. And I didn't get that off a card, you know, it come out of my head.
It sounds like it and all. Have you had a nice time?
Have you finished work?
Oh, never mind about work. Have you had a nice time?
Oh, never mind if I had a nice time. Have you finished work?
Gina!
Yes, it was very nice.
All these fellas ever buy me new blooming razor blades?
I think you three have met. This is Charlie.